Always want to question authority. What you're doing and what I'm doing as an investigative reporter is to hold institutions and powerful individuals accountable for their actions. How could this happen? Why did it happen? Who was responsible? Not just what happened, not just when it happened, not just where it happened, but how it could happen, why it happened, and who was responsible. I think people have to look at the larger systems that are at work and the role that specific individuals are playing.
Data is obviously key to stories, so is phone calls and door knocks, and sometimes if your newspaper or your media outlet has the resources, send the lawyers in. We sent lawyers to unseal court records and we were successful in court. And that was a key piece of what we did.
When a public official gets a call from somebody on the Spotlight team, they usually know that they're under investigation for doing something that they thought nobody would catch them doing.
From the start of virtually every project we do, we know we are sailing into the path of powerful, wealthy, sometimes politically connected people, and we are going to challenge them on their home turf. And we are going to say things about them that if anything is wrong, we will wind up in court or someplace else that's not very pleasant. We have the time to do the story right, and that's an enormous luxury and a privilege in this business. With that commitment comes a certain lifestyle and a way of living that gets very intense.
You have to be all in, because it's going to take some time. You're going to get a lot of resistance. You might even get banged around a little bit.
There's a lot of online news that is focused on celebrity photo galleries. There's more pressure to produce quickly. We just need to make sure that we keep the balance. So in addition to the entertainment online media, we still have really in-depth, long-term reporting. The patience matters to leave about in the paper for a while and hopes to deliver something really powerful. The Globe is one of those papers that does. We not only have a Spotlight team, it's bigger than ever.
The ability to sniff out corruption, sniff out malfeasance, and report it in a major media institution like the Boston Globe is many times the only way these things come out.
It's hard-fought terrain. Every sentence, every paragraph, you have to fight for.
You have to ask those questions of powerful people in powerful places, and there has to be a watchdog. And if not, that's where things go wrong.
Ben Bradley.
Sasha Pfeiffer.
Walter Robinson. Marty Barron.
Mike Resendiz.
Johnny Depp. Matt Carroll.
There's a line in the movie with one of the survivors who says, how do you say no to God? What these priests meant to us and meant to our families. Mark, could you talk about that for a minute, about how powerful it was and the effect that it had on these?
Worry about the demand for investigative reporting. I hope people are interested in it, and you hear these surveys that
of those lawsuits accused of negligence for not properly supervising Gagin. Law is responding today in the wake of a Boston Globe Spotlight investigation. Now, that Globe investigation into court documents revealed that the church knew a great deal about Gagin and his offenses at the time they were committed.
Always want to question authority. What you're doing and what I'm doing as an investigative reporter is to hold institutions and powerful individuals accountable for their actions. Always want to question authority. What you're doing and what I'm doing as an investigative reporter is to hold institutions and powerful individuals accountable for their actions.
Data is obviously key to stories, so is phone calls and door knocks, and sometimes if your newspaper or your media outlet has the resources, send the lawyers in. We sent lawyers to unseal court records and we were successful in court, and that was a key piece of what we did.